Hello, welcome to Saving Grace Homeschool. My name is Lee Ann Smith. This video continues from the last video about sexual reproduction in humans. However, now we're just going to be focusing on the reproductive organs. It was mentioned previously that physical changes occur during puberty, and these are just some of that changes that could occur. So both males and females, they get a growth spurt, meaning they start to get a lot taller, especially guys. Guys get very tall normally. Now focusing mainly on the guy, you'll notice that a beard starts to grow, their voice breaks. So when you say voice breaks, this is when it goes from a child's voice to, that deep manly voice. And during this period, usually the voice is first squeaky. So you go from the child's, like a normal speaking like a child, then your voice becomes very squeaky. It's like between squeaky and deep, and then eventually it is deep. They also have, okay, so now for the ladies, they have breasts that start to form and also to grow bigger. Their hips broaden and their period starts. So for both men and women, you'll notice that you'll have increased body hair. So both of them, you'll notice that you start getting underarm hairs. Men will get chest hairs, and then also you'll start getting hairs around your private areas. This is called pubic hair. And then lastly, men, their penis starts to grow. I am going to be skipping over the next two slides because I rather want to give you the information where there is pictures. So I am going to be talking about the slides, but just over here. Okay, so this is now the female reproductive organs. The external part of the reproductive organs is called the vulva. This is when you look at a lady and you look at her private part, that outer area, what you can actually see, that is the vulva. Then you have the internal parts. The main internal parts is the vagina. You get the cervix and your ovaries over here. So let's just quickly go through all the labels before I discuss in detail. It's the vagina, the cervix. This is your uterus, and this dark, thick black line over here is the lining of your uterus. So you have a lining on this side and a lining on this side. And this is your fallopian tube, and this is your ovary. Okay, so you can see here that your uterus has almost the shape of a pear. It is a hollow organ, and it consists here of your cervix, which is the lower part, and your uterus, which is the main part. So this here in your uterus over here, that is where the baby will grow. Your ovaries are small. It also has the shape of a like an oval, and they are glands that are connected to the uterus. So the uterus is connected to your ovaries by the fallopian tube. Your ovaries produce ova, which is the female egg cells. So with males, theirs was called sperm. So now for ladies, it is called ova. So ovum is one, ova is two, or more than one. All right, so during sexual intercourse, a male will insert his penis here into the vagina and he will ejaculate. When he ejaculates, semen is released. Semen contains sperm. So the semen will be ejaculated more or less over here, and then one sperm cell will make its way through the cervix. Oh, sorry. It'll make its way through the cervix, past the uterus, through the fallopian tube, and then eventually reach your ovaries. Once your sperm is in your ovaries, it will find a egg cell and fertilization will occur. You can see over here the egg cell, it's an ovum, so that means one egg cells. So more than one is your ova, and one egg cell is about the size of this full stop over here. Okay, so now the male reproductive organs. They are responsible for producing, transporting, and discharging semen into the female reproductive organs. The semen contains sperm. So, as I mentioned previously, when a male ejaculates, semen will be released, and inside that semen, there will be sperm cells. The male reproductive organs are outside of the body. So you'll have the ladies, which are mainly inside their body, and the males is outside the body. And the penis is the male organ for sexual intercourse. An erection happens when the soft tissue of the penis fills with blood when a man becomes sexually aroused. So what you'll notice is that your penis is normally limp, so it's quite soft. When you become, or when males become sexually aroused, an erection occurs, so then that limp penis then becomes hard because it is now filled, the soft tissue is filled with blood. And because it is hard, it's a lot easier now for the penis to enter the vagina because you can direct it and insert it and all of that. Then we have the scrotum, which is a sac of skin behind the penis. A scrotum holds and protects the testes, and now the testes are responsible for making sperm. During sexual intercourse, the semen is ejaculated into the vagina, as I've previously mentioned. So looking at the male reproductive organs over here, this over here, you see the outside, the sac is called your scrotum. Inside your scrotum is your testis. Now that contains, well, it produces sperm cells and it stores sperm cells. When a male ejaculates, those sperm cells will be traveled here through the sperm tube, right through the penis, and be released here at the tip, and it will, if you're having sexual intercourse, it will be released into the female's vagina, and then that sperm will travel, like I mentioned previously, from the vagina through the cervix, through the uterus, through the fallopian tubes, and into the ovaries. So that is everything about the female and male reproductive organs.